relax. Are we gonna do a?
Time to get ready for the Larry and Needle Show. Larry and Needles. Kiki, Larry and Needles Show. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Larry and Needles Show. I'm Larry.
I'm Needles.
I'm Kiki.
Hi, Kiki.
Glad to have you here,
Yeah,
buddy.
glad to have got over your yellow fever.
Yeah.
I was
Tom's,
worried.
Yeah, Tom's. When he went visited Tom's.
Well, I
and
had to
got
spend a
it.
couple days at times.
Yeah, you got a
Unfortunately.
How crazy is it?
But it was good.
But it's a testament to Tom's.
Well, that's, yeah.
They do.
They had to put him in a
do
crate
good work.
overnight.
Yeah. They had to lock me in the
Yeah,
crate.
he got locked with all the dogs, which is hilarious. Hey, did you read this article about they called up I was listening to this on Jones, and how the Red Cross they're doing blood donations now, and they can't distinguish if it was vaccinated or not. And now these people are getting sick after
Yes,
transfusions
I'm
and
hearing
stuff.
this. I heard
and,
this.
they're having these like problems, and they refuse to
Disclose whether it's
or market. Yeah, they refuse to mark if it's V'd or not V'd.
Well, and I forget who actually called the Red Cross, and they said they were a doctor, and they were asking about, do you
Can you
ask-
distinguish what's
would you ask if the person's vaccinated or not? Like, we don't, but we do ask if they had a side effect from the vax, and if they did, we cannot take their blood.
But there was another
Which is
section
kinda
where
messed
so they don't even ask them.
well, no, there's a section that says also that if you have
It's
been
side effect,
vaxxed,
yeah, it's
then you have
side
to call
effect.
this other number.
Yeah.
And then they have to. But I'm gonna tell you right now, in a time of war, people really don't care. But this is how they're getting us now. They're putting it. I mean, it is
putting it in
crazy the
people.
sleight of hand that they're doing to us right now.
Hand me one of those beers, son.
Well, the weird thing is,
Champagne beers.
they said, like, if you're a person, you can actually donate your own blood and
It's
Yeah,
stockpile
that's a
it.
great
have
idea.
it on
Stockpile it.
standby. Yeah.
Yeah, like frozen heads and stuff.
Or, which also gets back to my one fantasy.
Yeah.
Besides the frozen heads, my one fantasy about blood doping. I always wanted to try that. Where you
Get
take
high
your own
off
blood,
somebody?
you take your blood, you take it out, and then you build your blood back up, and then you
Like one nut did.
shoot your own blood, and then you're super jacked up because you're getting extra oxygen.
The platelets, you got more
That's
blood.
what I need
white
to
blood.
do
Well,
before
that's what
Krav
Lance
Maga,
Armstrong-
so I could breathe. and
That's what
shit.
Lance Armstrong was doing. He would sit on a bike and they would take his blood out, they would infuse it with all this other stuff, and then re-enter it into his body.
Okay.
And then they just kept that cycle going.
Was
and
that a
kept
way
it
to,
so
like, beat doping or something?
Yeah, that's how
Yes,
they
they
were doing.
can't detect
They
it.
couldn't detect it because it was
Your own blood.
Because because it was
Smart
mixed in with
mother
your own
effers.
blood. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, dude, the guy got stripped of all those medals.
Well,
too.
The problem is a lot of
They were
coaches
all
would do
doping.
that. They would take the kids, take their blood, put it in their freezer or however they got to keep it, and then before the big game,
drink it.
they fucking they don't drink it. They would actually
they infuse it back into them. Yeah,
And,
It's like a blood transfusion.
Crazy.
And so now instead of however many quarts, 5 or 6, it's like a car, I guess. 6. What is it? 6.
I think
quarts
the
of
8
blood?
pints.
8 pints.
Something. I might be wrong.
No, it's more. I think it's liters or quarts. Sorry.
But whatever it is,
Well,
you know,
pint
you
of
got
blood.
an
That's what
extra
I'm thinking.
one.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
it's
just
probably,
didn't mean beer.
It probably
I'm just
is
saying.
pints,
One
Nito.
pint,
It
one
probably
pint of
is
blood.
pints.
But they might measure. I don't listen. I don't get it. I don't listen to that commie metric system stuff. Okay,
No.
this is America. All right.
I want pints, quarts,
Yeah, well, pints technically. I don't
40
even know
ounces.
if pints that might be European too.
whatever.
Now that I think about it, but whatever. Don't come into this country with your metric system. But please let all your illegals in that are gang members.
Yeah,
and
that's
we
better.
don't want your damn metric system. But we'll take the worst of the worst and
Well,
just
know
let
what's
them come
crazy?
in.
All these people that were all against the people that didn't want to get the vax, like, oh, you guys are un-American, this and that. You can't get jobs. You can't do this. But then they're all, oh, well, let them in. They need help,
dude,
and they're not getting vaccinated.
My kid couldn't go to school unless he got it. I know people who were told that if you don't get it, you
Excluded.
Cadillac had to do that. You know, they're like, if you don't get it, then you can't come back to work.
Oh yeah.
And then nobody else will take you because we're gonna write this on. We're gonna
Most
this
of
on
our
a permanent
friends did.
file.
Most
It's
of
on
our
your
friends did,
permanent
yeah.
record.
Yeah. So
Most
it's
of
all.
our friends, they went like this. Okay, fine, give it to.
Yeah, no lube either because that's what I want. I was getting Larry all worked up over there.
It's all right. I could take it.
Hey, Larry, let me hit that,
Smack
please.
him.
What do you call it? But it's crazy that so did you read? I was reading the article that in the west side and the south side of Chicago, The BlackRock State Street Vanguard just released 15,000
Be
houses
careful.
that they were making that they're going to let illegal immigrants move into, and they're going to give them $1,500 a month to pay the rent. But now the Brandon Johnson. Well, okay,
You don't need that.
All right, relax, dude. I'm in the middle of talking.
Oh, sorry. So Brandon Johnson.
Is like, listen, I can't really foretell the future,
But-
all I know is that the integration of these people into these neighborhoods that are heavily, predominantly African American,
Yes.
excuse me, is not going to end well.
Almost
But you kind of just
100%.
predicted the future, didn't you? Like, it's an oxymoron right now. Like, why would you say that? These people, I mean, these areas are rough areas, and the only reason that they did it was
Super
because
rough.
well, these houses were usually going for $2,500-$3,500 a month for rent, and now the state is covering.
Yeah.
The rent.
The rent.
Here's what's going they're going to take over those houses. The brothers are going to come in, kick them out and take over the house.
No, it's just gonna. Well, what's
You
gonna happen
think?
is
Or
they're gonna try
yeah.
to maybe butt into the drug game.
Well, yeah. Or
And they're
yeah,
getting, so I
yeah,
mean,
or
you're in
worse.
that area, yeah. So then now you're gonna have some sort of mini race war going on that you started, and you can't foresee what's gonna happen here.
Yeah, right.
I mean, they're already throwing these people. I mean, these areas are crime ridden.
Well,
And what do they expect's gonna happen?
And we've also all seen the illegal immigrants saying, "I'm getting the money that you're supposed to get, and you're not getting it." He's telling the blacks at the
Town hall meetings.
Oh, yeah, did you see me start calling
because
them
you're
lazy?
lazy.
Yeah, I
You're
said
lazy, and I'm gonna get the money. And
Yeah,
it's like,
it's
oh,
all
you
that-
motherfucker.
Yeah, you
they're
don't
just
wanna
stirring
start
the
that.
pot. Yeah.
Well, yeah,
it's
you know,
brutal.
and that's what's going to happen is that these people are all entitled now because we bring them here,
Well,
which is crazy. I mean, wouldn't it be I mean, they were kicking. Okay, so
Going into another country feeling entitled like they owe you something.
well, that's what they've been told by these
I know.
NGOs.
When
They're
I
like
would
they are
go
going to.
around, I'd feel frightened and don't want
Well-
to step out of line because you're not in your own land.
But
It's
the
like,
problem
man, they
is-
got no fucking respect.
The problem is that as history has proven, and the track record of prosecuting these people, they can get away with whatever they want because the ACLU steps in, and then all of a sudden it's racist because you're
Right.
doing this to a political prisoner, or however how the UN or the WHO or however they
Labels
figure
them.
out to label them to skirt the
Yeah, well,
laws.
that's the thing is they don't even try to charge them, and if they need an attorney, they get.
Well,
one.
look what happened to
They
that
need it and whatever,
poor
you
girl
know.
in Georgia. 22 years old was murdered by this guy. And then I was talking with you guys
Lake
about
and
this.
Riley.
Yeah, Lake and
Yeah.
Riley.
And Biden won't say her name.
So disturbing.
No, it is very disturbing. And the funny thing is also that like they don't show these people like who they are or what
No.
like the
No, yeah.
media withholds this now.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, it is crazy the way that the media has
Protects criminals.
well, not even protects them. How they're
They
so,
don't want to
they're
admit
so
that they're
flippant
illegal
about.
They don't want to admit that they're illegal immigrants because then that's admitting that their stuff is backfiring.
Well, just like with the
Well,
people, the Kansas City shooting, that they're so flippant about just showing this stuff that they didn't even show that these kids were African American.
right.
And it took them 2 weeks to do this. And then I just don't want to say, I mean, Kyle Rittenhouse, immediately, as soon as that happened, you knew instantly who this kid was.
Well, wait, who is it? Ann Coulter was on Bill Maher, and they were
He
talking
was a
about,
white
well,
boy.
Well, we don't know. We don't know what race the shooter was, and Ann Coulter's like, well, we know it's not white
Yeah.
because if it was, and then, you know, it would have
The
been
black guy,
And
the black guy
everybody
at
was
the
all
end,
up in
shut up.
arms.
Like he
Well, the
didn't-
black guy started laughing because he knew what was up.
Yeah,
but
oh,
Bill
that's
Maher's
true.
like, you don't know that. You don't know
Yes,
that.
we do.
Like, yes, I do.
And the
If-
black guy's like,
if history
"Ah."
repeats itself, then we're going to see like just like that guy, the African American gentleman that killed the two cops and the EMT worker. They did not release who he was
Yeah.
for like at least a week. But the problem is okay. So now the
I would tell-
ACLU or the Coalition Push, the Rainbow Push, or Al Sharpton, like why would if that was a black person, they would get right behind that and it would be
Oh,
crazy.
yeah, I would tell Bill Maher, obviously, then you don't know how the media works, dude, because
And
if
you're-
you don't see how shit has been going down for the last few years at
Well,
least, then you're
I
really
used to,
an
I
idiot.
used to like Bill Maher, but
He's a political
he's a
pundit
cunt,
that's just a
yeah.
douchebag that doesn't. He had Roseanne on, and she was like, "You're MK Ultra," and he's like, "What's that?"
Oh, my
And he
Lord.
didn't even know what. And she's like, "Are you
and
kidding
he's
me?"
playing, yeah, he's got to be playing.
He's
dumb.
he's playing dumb.
I think
He's not
he's-
even a journalist.
Not anymore. Like
He sucked. He always sucked.
He was always. He would call him. He would at least call the left out on a handful of their bullshit.
Yeah, but that's-
But
I
now
mean-
he's like well, Biden's done well, and it's like, oh no, I like Newsom. What
Yeah,
has he done?
they
It's
don't
like,
admit that the
what?
border crisis is here.
Yeah,
they don't
it's
admit that inflation is here. They don't admit that we have a problem with crime. Every single category that you look at in the last 4 years has either gone up or gone down. Like, inflation way up. You know what I mean? Housing way up. Morale of the country way down. People hate this country.
People's debt
They're like,
way
you're a
up.
xenophobe if you don't, because you say you like America, and you're like, this isn't even America anymore.
Well,
being
it's still
overrun
America,
by-
brother.
Huh?
It's still America.
This not the America that I live in
It's
is
just
not the same
it's
America
just
that I lived
becoming,
in.
communist.
Oh, it's already communist. How about the January 6th guy they just arrested, Kiki?
Oh, the
Just because the
journalist?
journalist, dude,
Oh,
that is the
man.
first
That is-
sign of communism right there.
that
Your
is
speech.
disturbing,
It
that
is,
guy.
and they
What
showed
did
him.
they do to him?
They showed
So-
all the video. He
did he
never
do?
even entered.
He went after.
Yeah.
After everything was after they closed it all down, he went in after, didn't break nothing. He just reported on
He was
it.
reporting, yeah.
He was just a reporter, a real journalist, not like Bill Maher who thinks he's a journalist.
Wow.
And he's a schmutz. This fucking guy
Well-
just reported on January 6th what he saw, what he did, and there were pictures he got arrested today.
Yeah.
And that is the first
Really
signs
disturbing.
And he
of
wasn't-
communism and socialism.
He
is-
wasn't in the building. He
No,
wasn't.
he went in.
He did go in.
He did go in, but didn't break nothing, didn't touch nothing.
Well,
But there was-
a lot
He
of
was
those people
reporting on what
didn't
He was
touch
just
anything.
reporting.
Yeah, he was reporting on what
Yeah.
That's so. I mean, now you're attacking freedom of speech. That is
Yeah.
that is
Well,
the
that-
first
Well,
thing we
they-
have to worry about.
They have been attacking freedom of speech.
But this is-
right now in the world we live in. Every single thing we say, everybody weighs their words. They're afraid that they're going to, hurt someone's feelings, or someone's going to be offended.
But it's not even that. Dude, they arrested an American citizen for reporting on it.
know.
It's way more than that, Larry. It is.
No, I
It is
understand.
astronomical what that means to this country. If the government, the FBI too, could come in and are watching you, and you're just reporting because the government doesn't want you to believe what you see, hear, feel, smell, taste,
Yeah.
anything. It wants to totally throw you a different narrative.
Dude, look at Owen Schroyer.
Oh, they arrested him
For-
and he was in solitary
Yeah,
confinement.
And he was saying it was just the election was
Rigged, that it was
I mean,
fake.
that's it.
That's
And it's
all
like,
he said.
That's it. And it's like, wait a minute, what happened?
And
to
they
the First
came
Amendment?
after. I mean, the problem is that Obama set this all off technically.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Getting especially with the Patriot Act and all these freedoms that we have lost and they slowly hide them in these
Well,
bills.
the Patriot Act
Oh,
was
yeah,
going
that's
on
how they do
before
it.
Obama. That was Bush.
Well, no, I'm just
Yeah,
saying
that
with the
was 9/11.
Patriot Act. I know, I understand that
He
was
was using
9/11.
it. He was using
yeah,
it,
that.
yeah.
But I'm just saying with the
Taking the
Patriot
rights.
Act.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
Snowden comes along, and just like Assange, these people that are given platforms to speak the truth can't speak
Yeah.
the truth. Isn't
Well,
it crazy?
It's the truth that the government doesn't want to hear.
Well,
Right.
because it's the truth
Well,
hurts
yeah,
more than anything.
exactly.
You know what I mean? You can't like sway the narrative if people
Yeah.
know the truth,
Yeah,
and that's the
exactly.
problem. Nobody wants to know the
It was
truth.
the wrong truth.
And you can
Yeah.
never cover a lie with the truth. You can only cover a lie with another lie.
Yeah, and that's when they start getting out of control.
So,
that's when
you
they're
know,
like, oh,
it's
you know what? We're gonna do Operation Northwoods, and like we're gonna bomb our own citizens,
Yeah.
and we're gonna do terrorist attacks and blame it on
Well,
Cuba.
we'll eventually find out what this operation was called.
No, we'll be dead.
Well, yeah, but
You know what I mean? Like, because we're not even going to find about 9/11 yet. I mean, we're just slowly starting to find things out about Gulf of Tonkin and all these other dossiers that are coming out. It's crazy. Like I said, the one with the ultra low frequency. Like, it's the stuff that we're doing is like you can't even fathom it.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
that
I
was
don't
the
know.
ultra low frequencies. That was the stuff they put in that film that was about the last days, the one that Obama had something to do with.
Oh, he was the producer. Him and Michelle.
Yeah, remember I was telling you they
That's
had
the
the
race war
extra
one?
tracks.
Wasn't there a race war in it?
It was like
I
the
don't
end
think
of
it was
the
a
I
race
refuse
I
to
didn't
watch
watch
it.
it.
Yeah.
I think it's about a race war or something. The power goes out and
Probably.
it turns into a race war. and then-
Probably.
Maybe in the big cities, I think it was. But even like a lot of that stuff, I don't know if it's possible to really happen.
But he
like
had that
but-
low frequency weapon on a track
Yeah, like
going
Havana
at
syndrome.
the same time.
Some
Yeah,
people were getting
just like
yeah,
Havana
the-
syndrome.
But I don't know if
kid
it was meant for it's cooking, brother. I don't know if it was meant for headaches or what effect it was supposed
Make
to
you
have.
sick. It can do
But
anything.
depending on the frequency, it can
Yeah.
make you
There's different
like
degrees.
sick. It
Yeah,
can make
there's
you have a
different
headache.
degrees.
It can make you cry. It can
Yeah,
make you have
different
different
people
emotions.
react
Yeah.
differently.
They
you
just
know?
have to find your decibel level.
You know, and they test the shit out of that stuff. And
I don't
for
even know if
some
that's right,
reason,
but-
you know, the guy that
We talked about with the Taliban
Yeah.
when they were what do you call it, surrendering in droves because they were using
Frequency
that dossier
weapons.
that I just read about the government using it in Iraq and
That's
Afghanistan.
perfect testing.
Oh,
ground,
yeah, that's
you
what they
know?
said. They would
Yeah.
they would line these. Hey, Larry, can I get a lighter, please? They would line these huge like speakers up, and they would do
Yeah,
this, you know, these
blast this
enclosures, and they would
shit.
just blast them, and they'd be like 10 wide, and they would just be practicing. Literally, using weaponry that has never been tested, and they're getting to test it. That's why it's so funny that.
Well, that's why I love getting into these wars.
Oh, look at Northrop and who else, Leary? Boeing and
Lockheed
Martin. Yeah, these other
Raytheon.
companies that's what they make these weapons for. They they salivate when wartime comes.
Oh yeah.
You know, like Mr. Burns.
Smithers.
Yeah, totally.
Well, dude, I'll tell you what. Even now, all these big cargo ships that go past like Somalia and stuff, they have. They don't have those weapons, but they have the loudspeakers that they just
aim it.
Yeah, aim at the boats as they're coming, and they get high.
You ever watch those videos?
That is
the
called
pirates. It is
It's
crazy.
like the wee, 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 wee,
Yeah,
the high pitch.
Well, they either use high pitch or low pitch, which is
Well,
like,
I
like
don't.
they did at Waco.
The cargo ships, I think, get the high pitch.
Yeah,
They don't
well,
get
like
the
what they
low
did at
pitch.
Waco. Remember, they were blasting like Metallica.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
they were blasting music. Dude, the stuff we do to our own citizens is crazy.
Right?
Yeah,
It
those
is
people
crazy.
from Waco
Really
were
is.
wonderful.
Well, literally, they had a bunch of machine guns, man.
Ah,
You know, you can't have machine guns in Texas.
yeah.
You know, or
Well,
manufacture them.
Yeah, I forget.
They,
What
they
were
said
doing.
manufacturing of them,
Is that what it
basically.
was?
But the guy
I
said
don't
that.
think they were manufacturing.
No,
were
that
they?
was the lie to get in there because they didn't want because they were by themselves.
Yeah.
They were having a good time, but also they were saying there was some pedophilia going on.
Which who
Which
knows?
I mean, the government could just throw
Caress
that
was
at
no
anyone.
angel.
What's
Yeah.
that?
Caress was not an
No, I never
angel.
said that. But at the same time, he stood up for himself and did what he did. And the videos of that shit is crazy.
So
they just started the
Caress-
whole place on fire
Yeah.
with people in it.
That was
Yeah.
that was like old school. Like, all right,
Yeah.
let's just.
It was
They
attack
threw
these
the grenades
motherfuckers.
through.
Yeah.
That guy got shot on the
kids
roof.
in there. Yeah, there was a lot
They
of
had
crazy
these
stuff.
fireballs that they shot in. First, they put in this
Yeah.
powder that was highly flammable that went everywhere.
That's
and
always
then
ends.
they-
That always ends well in the
Hey,
house, right?
What's that?
Yeah.
What's that movie with John Goodman and?
John Goodman.
Yeah, it was kind of like a similar kind of Waco thing where these guys have a church. They lure kids in to like bang this older broad, and then they capture them, put them in a
Brand 'em.
cage,
Oh.
and then they bring them at church. Like, these are our sinners. They're going to be punished, and then they hang them on a cross. It was written by the guys
What the
that
hell?
wrote
sounds like
Clerks.
one hell of a church.
Oh, okay.
It was one of his like
Kevin Smith.
yeah, it was like
Huh.
kind of like a horror movie. It was pretty wild. It was a good flick.
Damn,
Check that
But
out.
yeah, it's kind of similar to how that stuff goes.
sounds
and then
horrible.
the feds come in and
Bust
So they
them.
do the
taking
same
them
thing
out.
they did in
Same-
Waco,
yeah, same type
like
of
Ruby
story.
Ridge,
only reason why I was
like just
mentioning
American.
But they don't
people
burn them
wanting to-
down because they got They got to save the kids in the cages.
Well, I think one of those kids was escaping and they shot him anyways. They thought he was.
They thought
part
he was
of
a
them.
bad guy?
Yeah, they thought he was part of
Nice.
them.
That's very funny.
That's called friendly fire.
Yeah. Well, you just don't go running at the cops.
Hey,
You know, like,
man.
Oh.
they don't know what's going on. That's what's tough.
Oh yeah, here. Do you want to hear? I got a good story about that. Then Oop, porno.
Hey, well, quick reminder to everybody: make sure you pay your taxes. Migrants are counting on you.
Yes,
Yeah.
everybody's counting on you. It used to be people on a welfare were counting on you.
Yeah,
Now it's
now
just
it's
we're
the
just giving
migrant.
this stuff away.
Damn.
What do you call it? What was I gonna say? Shoot.
Yeah, porn threw you off.
Stunad. Guy. I'll
Okay,
tell
we
ya.
talked about the shelters. Oh, so Chicago sees no shootings Wednesday. 7th day with no shootings.
Come on.
Yeah, that's
Dude, this is from ABC
Seventh
News,
day in a
man.
row or
news.
seventh day this
Fake
year?
news.
I mean, come on, yeah.
fake
You
news.
know how nice out it was? What happens when it gets nice out?
People get shot.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you look at you could be a cop, Larry. You know what I mean?
People
like
are outside.
you're gonna
yeah.
tell me that no person was shot in January 1st
Yeah,
was the
I'm-
last
yeah.
time there has been only 6 other days without any shootings. I
bet
don't think they're
big-
reporting that.
Yeah, I bet big money.
Okay, you're gonna
against
tell
that.
me that there wasn't not even a murder, just a shooting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we are the highest murder rate in Illinois or in the world in the country, and you're gonna tell me that? I mean,
I heard gunshots
that-
before I came in the house.
Yeah, yeah.
I heard-
You walked in and you said, I think I heard a gunshot
yeah, 2
out there.
gunshots.
yeah, I mean, there's 14,743 non-fatal shootings in 1 year, and you're gonna tell me?
Yeah, well, there was a day without it. No.
And you know what the funny thing is? They reintroduced that shot spotter. You know what that is? It's
Yeah,
a controversial thing where
Yeah.
it's the
They
cameras
closed it
basically.
down for a minute.
Well, yeah, because they thought the
It's a
contract was going to be too
percussion
much.
thing that tells them where
Well,
approximately
where it
the
came from.
shots are coming
Or
from.
sometimes it'll predict it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, there was a shooting over here.
Yeah.
So
Oh, that's
you know what I
wild.
mean. So it's all
But
AI
it'll-
stuff.
But it'll triangulate between a couple of them, and
Well, it's
kinda-
AI.
you'll know, yeah,
It's
which
all
one's
AI.
the loudest,
yeah,
where
it's gonna,
was the next
or
one.
or it's gonna say if if it started here, it might move into this vicinity. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it just
yeah.
might move over.
Yeah.
So,
That's wild.
but the I mean,
AI. Fuck.
yeah, but that's
That's
what
scary.
that's what the IDF was using to bomb Gaza, because then it was remarkably effective and accurate. But the thing is now you lose all human account. Like, oh, AI did it.
I
We
didn't
didn't
do
do
it.
it. You know
Yeah,
what I
right.
mean? So isn't that like people?
Talk to AI.
Dude,
Talk
that's
to
like
Siri.
skirting morals. That's
Where's
like your
the
morals.
programmer?
Do you know what I
Pretty
mean?
soon-
Like people are evil.
They'll be
Yeah.
grabbing
Well, it's the same thing with like
programmers.
drones. You know, you're taking the pilot out of the actual plane, so it's like he's sitting there on his couch in Arizona, and some
Oh, yeah.
Feels like he's playing a video
Yeah.
game, not killing people.
He's
for
just getting ready
real.
to bomb a wedding for one guy and kill
Yeah.
400 people.
Well,
Well, you do. It's how
You gotta crack some eggs to make an
Obama,
omelet.
Yeah.
Obama killed so many innocent bystanders.
Yeah. Also, I mean,
bystander bathhouse Barry.
well,
That's what they
and plus,
call
I mean, you couldn't wait another time to get them. You had to do it with civilians in there and children. Like that's a real sadistic thing to do.
Well, you know, that's the most
Well, they gotta
fun
make
time.
sure those children.
I don't know
don't
about
come
the
back-
fun time.
The children
For
don't come
them.
back for revenge.
Yeah, that is one way to do that. They're gonna hold. You know, that's how you start a jihad,
Yeah.
right? Blame it on the Americans because we're the scapegoat.
Yeah, man.
Isn't it funny that every video game when I was a kid, the Russians were the enemy? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, it was.
every single thing. Even now, I'm playing a game with my kid where the Russians are the enemy, and it's like predictive programming.
Oh, 100%.
Like it's totally like
It's not
made us to
predictive
hate.
programming. That is straight up brainwashing.
Yeah,
Oh, it's an MK Ultra shit.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, you're
Psyops,
you're already
fucking
trained to fight
Russia's
against
bad.
to hate
Russia's
them.
Well,
bad.
it's the
Russia's
same
bad.
thing the Muslim kids are getting taught out
USA,
there. You know?
down
Well,
USA.
yeah.
They're reading a different version of the Quran.
Well, also, I mean, it's very funny that the amount of people religion kills, all because you don't like you believe in a different God.
Yeah.
It's just
Wow.
crazy. You know, that's all it is. Is everybody has a different God. You know, the Prophet Muhammad. You can't even draw this guy. You get murdered.
Well, what's that tell you about that religion?
Well, I mean, they say that he is the only prophet that was alive. I can't remember.
I'll
when he
just
died.
say to my Muslim brothers out there, this is not Larry speaking.
I didn't say
talking
anything
this
bad. Why did I
shit.
say something bad?
That's needles.
I didn't say. All I said is you can't draw the guy.
Yeah.
What did I say
yeah,
bad? Why
yeah,
would you
no,
put a disclaimer there?
I know, yeah, I
You
know.
sissy?
I got a lot of Muslim friends.
Yeah, well,
That was-
listen.
Because we're doing this in my fucking shack, Jack.
What the hell does that mean? You get a suicide bomber here?
Yeah.
That'd
don't
be
want
great.
That shit
That'd be
happening.
awesome, man.
Speaking
we
of
could do it in a
suicide
bombed out.
bombers, I got to point out, these are Bobby's bass guitars.
Okay.
Normally
Well,
it's a
that's
bunch
good.
of guitars. I put up
Thanks
some
for telling
basses
us.
for
was he a
today.
suicide bomber?
Thanks for telling us. Larry.
No, he's just a badass on the
Oh,
bass.
yeah, you got a bunch of bases here now. Look at that.
So it's very difficult to believe that. What do you call it? Oh shoot! I lost my train of thought.
The fucking religion, the deaths, the bombers, the fucking, you know.
Yeah, no, I
Muslims,
understand. I remember
Muhammad.
now. I remember, but it's not. I mean, what are you gonna do? And shout out to that dude that got what's this guy's name that got arrested. Where's the
Well,
heck
no, it's
is
still
he?
disturbing that guy that accidentally killed the guy in the subway in New York because he was attacking all those other people.
Oh, the
Daniel
dude, yeah,
Penny.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Daniel
and, like,
Penny.
That's what's disturbing. I mean, he just tried to put the guy in a sleeper hold because he was attacking other people,
Well,
protecting other people.
he was
And-
violent. Acting
And the guy
out,
was
he
saying,
was
"I'm
throwing
gonna kill
stuff,
you,
expletives.
motherfucker."
Yeah,
He
and
had
it's like-
multiple run-ins
And
with
then
the
this
police.
is the guy that gets thrown in jail and made it into a spectacle.
Well,
with
now he's
all
another
these
George
other-
Floyd.
Yeah.
They need something to.
Well,
they,
no, well, he's the opposite.
He's
of
not George Floyd, but the crazy motherfucker
But they'll still
that...
use that
Spectacle,
narrative
yeah.
as a
Yeah.
that's how they
guy-
start the race
spectacle.
war.
Yeah, the guy that was like, you know, the Michael
Oh, the
Jackson
guy that died.
impersonator.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
the what do you mean? No, not the white guy. How is
That's
that
what I'm talking about.
possible,
He's
man?
another George
And he
Floyd.
looked
Are
as
you
crazy
high?
as could
The
be.
guy in the chokehold, ass clown.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
How did you miss that? Oh man.
Hey, I'm still,
Daniel Penny's definitely not George Floyd.
I just got out of the
he's,
clinic.
Yeah,
wait,
that's
what
true.
was the cop's name? Chauvin.
Derek
Daniel
Chauvin.
Penny is the new Derek Chauvin.
Well, I'm just saying, no, that's how they perpetuate the race war, is by showing this and using it against us.
Lighter needles.
But even the blacks aren't stupid.
No,
they see it.
They're not stupid,
dumb.
but the problem is that their own people are turning on them now, which is hilarious. That Dalton Mayer is totally, she's just digging her own grave. This Fannie Wilson, I will not emasculate a black man. Fannie Willis or whatever.
Whatever, Fatty Willis.
Yeah, she's been getting her fanny slapped by this dude for a while, and they're so stupid.
And his name is Nathan Wade. I couldn't think of that last.
What did they say? And they weren't hanging out at her house. They were going to look at crime scenes that were racially motivated. And so
just
that's
happened to be
saying
a
that white
this-
people
yeah, you
are
can't
they're
write this
attacking
stuff.
African Americans
it's
in
classic.
Georgia. And this is what she's saying when they're like, "We're pinging his phone inside your house." No, that's not right. We weren't there.
Those phone records are wrong.
Maybe he left his phone at the house. We're like, okay.
Yeah.
And it's why.
So Mary was
all
watching.
these Soros back people.
She was watching the Fannie Willis some news thing where they were commenting on the Fannie Willis case, and they showed still photos from the court session today of him and her, and then from sessions past. And it's like, oh my God, she is just nothing but a bitch. You don't even have to hear her talk.
No, yeah.
Just look at the pictures. And then he has got just guilt all over his face. I'm guilty. Might as well be tattooed on his head.
But it's not. The funny thing is that they're lying.
Oh yeah,
they have
lying.
all these records and
they're
all
lying.
these things, and they're up there blatantly lying under oath. They're like, okay, well, did you do this?
It's amazing.
No. They're like, did you do this? No, we didn't do that. Well, we have records showing that
and
you
she's
were
a
here,
lawyer.
That you were
she's
here.
a fucking lawyer.
She's
So
not
is he?
qualified for her job at all.
They're not.
So-
No, but she
back.
should know better.
Yeah, that's what I'm. But they're not qualified for these jobs. It's all DEI shit. You know what I mean? Like,
fucking amazing.
where they vote, where you get hired because of your skin color, not for your aptitude.
Haven't either of them watched the Chappelle show? Be like,
Not even, but this is somebody who's doing other criminal cases and other things. Like, if
Right.
this is how she's acting, like, and she's like, if she gave me a G, I'd give him a G back.
But
It's
not
like,
only
what
other
is-
criminal
she's acting like a
cases.
child. Yeah,
Yeah,
like a ghetto
like-
child.
She's acting like, but I mean, she's acting like somebody that doesn't care.
Yeah.
That is above the law.
But she's also going after Trump. It's the biggest
Well-
case in her fucking. That's what's making her whole life.
Well, she already said that this is going to
And
be the
it's
biggest case of her
fucking-
career, and you don't think people are going to dig dirt up on you?
Oh.
That's what's crazy.
Speaking
It's like,
about these political people, did you see the woman in, I don't know if it's like Dalton, Illinois?
yeah, that's what I just told you. I said Dalton, Illinois.
No, that's not Fannie Willis, though.
No, I just said the one in Dalton. That's how her people are turning against her. She's like, dude, $41,000 for security, for private security.
Yeah, for like
she
2
went on a
nights or
trip.
something.
She went on a trip to New York. Did you see with the boombox?
Yeah, she brought
The
what was
DJ.
that?
She had a DJ.
Yeah,
in
but
there.
wait, what
Like,
was
give me my money.
Yeah. All you people got to pay your money. to
Yeah, it's
me.
like she's like Nino Brown.
Yeah,
that's what they're comparing her to.
She came out to like as Nino Brown from
You know,
what movie?
New
was
Jack
it?
City.
New Jack City,
You seen that, Larry?
I seen what you're
Give me
talking
mine.
about.
Yeah.
No, but did you ever see New Jack City?
No.
Dude, you're
you
gonna
gotta-
love it.
yeah.
Okay.
But they had a
So-
picture of the character and her next side
Yeah,
by
side by
side.
side.
So
Yeah.
I did
So
see
Nino
that
Brown
on the
was this
internet.
drug dealer, but he just went around. All he did was jack dudes off. That's why it's called New Jack City.
Oh,
And
really?
because he was a real big drug dealer, nobody could say anything. He had a
Come
gang,
on,
but he
get
was,
the fuck out of
no,
here.
dude, but he wasn't gay. That was
He
his whole thing.
wasn't gay. But
He did it with
jacked dudes
Timberlands
up.
on, so that's not gay.
Dude's a great
so,
flack.
Holy
so
fuck.
he just went around and he's just like jacking these dudes off, and they're
Wow.
like, man, they're like, you
That
want to
sounds
stay,
pretty fucking
you got to stay away
gay.
from Nino Brown because this is New Jack City now.
Yeah.
And there, he just definitely like the
So
dude-
this Nino Brown is just jacking dudes off.
Yeah, all the time, dude. Left and
Wow.
right, dude. Because he's a drug dealer. You know what I mean? So and a lot of guys are like, are you
That was like
I've
his
known
way of
drug
scaring
dealers.
people.
I never
Yeah,
knew
that was-
any of
it
them.
was
that-
my-
yeah, that was a scare tactic because he looked him right in the eyes when he did
Yeah.
it.
He
You know
did.
who I am?
Yeah.
You fucking
He had an
liar.
8-ball jacket.
You liar.
What do you mean I'm a liar? Why would I lie to you?
That's not how the
You
movie
had me
goes.
go
it
for a
is.
second. I'm like, wait a minute. Dude. I'm like, I've seen this movie. I'm like, I don't remember this. I'm thinking, you're spilling it so good. I'm like, damn, I forgot about that part.
It's my favorite segment.
Oh, man.
Explaining fictitious movies to Larry.
New Jack City.
And he's lucky because it just so happens that I haven't seen any fucking movies.
I know, that's why I get you every time. What was that one when we were in Krav?
That's why when
I
that's why when
can't
someone
remember, I was
names a
telling him,
movie.
and Sonny's like, I seen that movie. That's not how it goes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what movie?
It was like Rambo.
Right.
Is that what it was? Dude, that was funny.
But you know, now
Yeah,
you know.
he, looked,
Hey,
he was like all
Kiki,
confused at first.
now you know
Random.
why I react so heavily when someone names a movie and I've seen it. And I go, I seen that movie
Like, I know
because
what
I've
that-
hardly seen any movies. You know.
It is crazy.
It is
You
very
have-
funny though.
yeah, you
That's I
haven't seen
love
anything.
that he hasn't seen any movies because now I get to explain to him. What
Dude, I love the best one was Predator.
Oh man.
Carl Weathers was it?
Oh, that was the day he died. R.I.P. Carl Weathers. Sorry to totally dismay your character.
It was classic.
That's all right.
So I'm
though.
glad I didn't see New Jack City.
Yeah, oh yeah, you should. You don't want to see it, man.
Yeah.
It sounds
He had a
pretty
penchant
weird.
for. He liked guys who wore sagged their pants too. It was easier to get to. And he was like right out of prison too. So this guy
Sure.
was been
He
working
was
out. His
jacked.
hand strength.
That's why they
well,
call
the-
it New
And his
Jack.
hand strength. I mean, this guy could crush a grapefruit.
It was classic.
So yeah, that dude's name that got arrested was Steve Baker, an investigative reporter.
Oh, for the January 6th.
Yeah, I mean,
Let's pray for Steve Baker.
Yeah, it's disturbing.
well, let's not
Jesus.
even pray for that because
Well, and
what is going on here?
why-
man?
Put a hedge of protection around
and
Steve
why
Baker.
all of a sudden
please.
get
Thank you,
arrested
Lord.
now? What was
Thank you,
he
Jesus.
was what was he releasing?
Uh,
That they had to like arrest
It
him
must have
now?
been something they didn't want people to see. He
no,
must
it's
have
already
had
out
some-
there though. If they would have
Or,
nabbed
maybe
him
it was 'cause he
earlier.
released if something happened, yeah, because it's like all of a sudden now they're doing it. Like
Yeah,
all the footage has
It's
been
odd.
released, and they
Well,
know.
maybe he had something more that showed how polite
Non-violent
everybody was.
misdemeanors, including charges for interstate racketeering. Shit.
Oh my God! Interstate racketeering
Oh,
is.
so is that because he released stuff and people from across the country were paying him? So it's basically they call it racketeering.
Oh man!
Wire fraud, like why, like that's how they
That's
get you
pretty-
with that stuff. That's
Yeah.
there's so it's
You
such a
commit-
gray
fucking
area
lame.
that there's
They
no. Yeah, if the government wants to get you,
Well,
they're
they
gonna
say you
get
committed a criminal act, and now you're getting money from across state lines.
It's a good thing we
because
don't make
you're
any
getting
money.
sponsors.
All that extra shit you had to deal with. Aye. And you know, Tom's takes care of us well enough. I
Yeah.
want to say Tom's Free Clinic Automotive and Veterinarian Repair is just the best place. And I'll say, I'm saying a little early in the
I know, I was
episode,
gonna say,
maybe,
you're throwing
but
me
you know,
off,
I
man,
just
I know.
gotta, I just gotta say, last week maybe people didn't make it to the end to hear the Tom's commercial. So
Like we're contractually obligated. To
Yeah,
do
I
this.
gotta put
Man,
it
that
in
was a
there.
tough one to get out.
Yeah.
Woo.
Well, and you know
Oh.
what? I mean, he gave me a couple big hairy dogs to cuddle with, kept me warm. Which was
You should
kinda
talk about
nice.
women like that.
Yeah.
Man,
Well, this was when I was in the
there
kennel.
was, you just have an IV or in a
are
crate.
you not? Are you, I'll do the
Sleeping.
jingle. I guess you're not gonna do it.
We're at an hour.
No, but
We do
I
it at the
just
end,
did the
Larry. I don't know
Tom's
why you're just
commercial.
doing Tom's right in the middle. It's like 38 minutes or something like that.
Okay.
What time is it?
32 minutes.
Oh, see,
Yeah. See, well, he spent some time at Tom's too. That's
I
why-
got him last week.
That's why his head's shaved.
I
We
got him.
appreciate exactly.
Yeah, I got it last week. 58 minutes.
I had to get a full Brazilian
Yeah,
because of
Wax?
what happened last time.
That's great. Just had like a patch.
Tom's does everything.
They put a cone on them. They put cones on your hands actually, so you can't wreck your meat.
They put your cones on. They put cone on your
He's
hands
just
and your neck.
beating it.
Cone on his meat. He can't gnaw on it or nothing.
Chewing out. That's great.
Oh, I love it.
That's fucking hilarious. Shit. I
To
said,
save cones, I can just put a cone on your meat.
huh? You can
just
still
put
get your
the
hands
cone
in there
your-
though.
Oh, yeah.
That's why you need cones on your hands.
Both.
And with you, you barely want 2 or 3, so it's just like a claw game in there.
Yeah, okay.
Trying to grab.
So funny. Hey man,
Hey man,
a couple of my fans have been asking, "Where's Groucho been? Where's Groucho?"
I threw him in the river.
Oh yeah, he's got his new shirt on.
Dude, so you want to hear something crazy? You remember John Benet Ramsey?
Of course.
No,
You don't remember
His
John
daughter,
Benet Ramsey?
is it
the daughter that disappeared. She was like the.
She was a little beauty queen. She
Yeah,
got
yeah,
murdered in
yeah.
the house.
Yeah, yeah.
So they're saying that. Oh shoot, my phone. So this guy, what do you call it? Oh shoot.
They cloned her.
Groucho just farted.
Groucho farted, man. I can't believe
No,
that.
they didn't clone her. You retard. Clone of John, but that's
I don't know. All
that's
these
pretty
crazy
You know what?
shit
I
going
wouldn't even
on
put it
these
past
days.
pedophiles to do
Yeah.
that.
Oh man.
You know what I mean? Like if you could clone a child, oh my gosh,
Could have an army.
you could have a harem. I don't know about an army. The only thing
Yeah.
they want to do is
Both.
wrestle.
Yeah.
They don't want them to fight. Well, they might want them to fight each other.
you never
But so this guy, the suspected killer, Gary Olivia, is living at a rundown motel after release from prison.
Wait a
So he was
minute, oh.
never charged with John Benet's
That's
murder.
what I said. I thought nobody was
They never,
charged.
but
Oh.
they're saying that this is the suspected killer.
Well,
How is
how do
that?
they know this?
What do you mean?
How did they catch this guy?
Well, he
don't
was
know
in
the
prison for
story.
another thing. I think it was. I don't know why my phone is not coming. My battery's about to die.
Oh man.
I think I'm being surveilled because my battery's been
You
dying very
think?
quickly, man. Yeah.
Dude, did you
It's
hear?
all your pro-Putin propaganda.
Well, did you hear Tucker talk about that?
What's
When he was, I heard Tucker Carlson was interviewed by Lex Freeman.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
Well, and Tucker was talking when he actually went to North Korea.
Mm-hmm.
The South Koreans were tapping his phone, and he's like, I knew something was up.
Oh,
because
yeah.
My battery life just went. He's like, all of a sudden, like within like 30, 40 minutes or something, my phone was dead.
Yeah,
He's
they're
like, it was just draining. It was
Just
acting
following
funny.
them, yeah.
And then he was told that, it was a South Korean. They wanted to know what was going on.
And also,
there.
what about our own government spying on Jones and Trump and
Oh,
all these
yeah.
other guys?
Everybody.
Like, and there's
That's the
Dan
thing.
Bongino came out with that list, 26
Yeah. Did
you hear
people.
that?
Yeah.
And he said that these people need to be bumped, which they were saying is like a military term to agitate people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
But wait, wasn't
I
that
think
like
that
was that an AI thing or was that a real list?
yeah,
because
No,
that,
that
was from the
real.
government.
That was real.
yeah, someone
Oh,
from those
that
are the
was-
people that the government was spying on.
Oh man.
So I mean, I wish I could remember.
Bongino was one of them.
I don't think he was.
Was
I don't
it
know
Alex
if he.
Jones?
I
It was
don't
all
think he was.
Republicans. It was all
Yeah, it was all
Republicans.
like it was Donald Trump, his kids, Ivanka,
Cruz,
Melania,
yeah, all that.
yeah, like and then like
Huh.
hardcore Republicans, and then people that they were. I can't.
Associated.
And
with.
you know who it should
guy-
be.
the guy
It
with
should
the
be
fupa,
Larry
Christie?
Fink, Blackwater. You know,
I thought you were gonna
BlackRock.
say Larry Jones for a second.
No,
I say,
it
what
should be
did I
Larry,
do,
too, yeah.
man?
Hopefully, that's why Larry erases all his files after
Yeah.
the jerk session.
Yeah.
That's right. They keep a digital imprint though. There's always. A
I keep an
thumbprint for all
imprint
this.
right
Yeah,
here
that
in
was-
my
yeah.
wank bank.
That was disturbing.
It's very disturbing how we're just giving up our freedoms and they're just taking them away and not even doing that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you can't even control
Giving
the
them
government.
smooth.
Dude, the government
Here you
is
go. Have it.
you do not want to screw with the government.
Yeah.
You really don't. Death and
No.
taxes, which is we shouldn't even be paying taxes if
No.
our government prints our own money and then they use treasury bonds to back up the
And
money.
here's the other
and then
thing.
they just keep on printing
They
money.
started saying that shit in movies. Hey, you don't have to do nothing except die and pay taxes. They started putting that
It's
in
like
your head,
everything.
like you have to pay taxes just as well as you have
Yeah,
to
taxes
die.
don't do anything.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
all brainwashing. Nobody has to fucking pay taxes.
It's like, why are we paying taxes for what? We're just printing our own money. We don't need taxes.
People got tricked into voting for taxes back
Yeah.
in the day.
And it's a funny look at the fucking
It's
the,
always
the,
a trick.
What is it? The
Yeah.
Tea Party. What was that called? You know, we were fighting against England because they were going to tax us,
The Boston
and then
Tea
no
Party, yeah.
taxation without
lot of-
representation.
A lot of my visits to Tom's are because of some trick ass bitch.
You're a married man, Larry. You probably shouldn't say this on the air.
Hey, why don't you hand me another Miller fucking
I forgot what you're
beauty
drinking
queen?
already.
Ooh, the champagne.
It's nasty.
Look at
That's
that
regular
shit.
water. I said. That's crazy.
It's fucking beautiful.
I don't know about that, but it's a bottle, so it makes
It
it,
is-
a little
it
bit
does
more
look good,
appetizing. Cold
Screw
bottle.
off bottle, you always know high quality.
Anything with screw off wine,
Yeah.
bag wine, I love
Box
Franzia.
wine.
Yeah,
See, that's why I like
box
getting
wine.
bottled beers in like third world countries. The bottles are like all scuffed up. And
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah,
They
they
all
recycle
The
them. Like we were
edges
just
are all-
talking
They
about
reuse
that.
them
Yeah.
all.
They're just reusing the shit out of them. It's glass. We're
There's
such a gluttonous country.
Some poor kid in the back
Oh, you ever seen the?
scrubbing them and stuff.
You ever seen what they do in India when they go through the trash piles?
Oh.
It is the most disgusting thing I've seen.
Bullshit.
they're-
The
Bullshit.
most disgusting thing you've seen.
Larry, you should see. You should see. Dude, there's just like shit, and there's just like all this stuff, and they have to put these masks on, and they just hand dig through the trash.
Yeah, they're barefoot.
Yeah.
They may have masks on, but yeah, they're
They
barefoot.
they put like a whatever a hajib or something, whatever it is, and they just dig through
It
it.
ain't
and,
helping.
Well, no, yeah, the mask.
oh, it's
doesn't
getting in
do
your
nothing.
your
Well,
pores.
It's just blocking shit from going right
Actual
directly.
big
But it's going
particles.
into your hands though. All everything's going
Oh,
through
yeah.
your skin,
Well,
man.
yeah,
It don't
they-
matter.
Well, that's the thing too. They have dirty
It's like-
hands and they're scratching.
We
themselves.
talked about the Indian dude that drank the water out of the river. It was immediately hospitalized. Did you see that video? It's this dude in a turban in India, and he's like the state representative or something, and they're like, the water's polluted. He's like, hell no, watch this. Hold my beer. And he takes like a mason jar, puts it in the river, and it's just like brown, and there's just like
Yeah.
particles floating in it, and he drinks it, and then the next story is he's immediately hospitalized.
Oh yeah, that's
It's
a given.
I mean, that dude's fucking hardcore. Man.
Yeah, right.
Like you couldn't pay
Hey,
me to
man,
drink that
I would,
water.
you know,
Like he can't even drink it.
Biden should have been down in fucking East Palestine the day after the fucking train derailment, sucking up water and fucking taking a bath and doing everything else that those people had to do. Instead of a year later, and
And they had to beg him to
if
call.
everything's still okay.
Well, he'd rather be
And
on the beach
fucking
reading
prove
books
that.
upside down.
Yeah,
Well, you know,
exactly.
You know?
I remember Trump went down there, and there's
Yeah.
people in interviews, people talking about how he came down here. He came with a bunch of food and
He's the
water,
president.
everything.
That's what you're supposed to
He
do.
wasn't the
He
president.
wasn't the president.
Oh, he
at the
wasn't.
time.
I thought he. Oh, okay.
No, and that's
My
the way
bad.
he came down to show support for people, and everybody was
Well,
they were loving it. They're like, yeah,
You
he
know
was
what?
great.
People can't. That's the problem. Everybody thinks these presidents have our best interests.
And-
Nobody really does.
No, I know. And
Even
here's the
Larry
other
Fink. I
thing.
mean, Trump appointed Larry Fink. to
Trump
his
went
cabinet.
down to
Yeah, which is
the
scary.
border to Eagle Pass this yesterday.
We'll go to a
And
black
Biden,
leg with
and
black
Biden
legs.
chased him down there, and
Yeah,
of
he
course
did.
he
You see
went to
that?
Brownsville, where it's already cordoned
Docile.
off.
and
With
yeah.
yeah,
They
they
have
got
containers.
6 people crossed
Yeah.
in the
Oh,
last
look at
week.
Mexicans,
Compare-
get them!
Yeah,
they shoot him with the net gun,
Exactly.
Biden-
and then they put a catapult and
I
launch
want to
him
get
back
one
over.
of those net guns.
Yeah, totally, that'd
Biden
be
released
great.
Oh,
his German
God.
Shepherd on him.
Oh, Commander.
Get him, Commander.
That was funny. Did you see the dog bites and Biden sniffs? That's why they had the cone on him.
That's great.
He had the cone on so he couldn't sniff kids. I mean, it is elder abuse. That's all it is. I'm like, this guy doesn't. I
But
mean,
the memes are funny.
though the memes are
Oh,
hilarious.
yeah.
I mean, the memes make
You know,
themselves.
I'm getting text messages now telling people are like, "Hey Douglas," and it's all from the Democratic
Douglas.
Party. Yeah, they're like, "We hope you have your vote this year," and
How
I
about
just
6 more?
yeah, well, I just go back with banter, be like, "Yeah, I'm liberal, but I really don't like what they're doing, this and that." You know, it's like they're losing my vote. Explain to me why I
Yeah.
can't vote for different. He's like, "Well, he said he's going to be a dictator." I'm like, what? Where are you getting this information?
Like our
from?
country, we are living
just
in a
wasted
communist
time.
regime, right? A communist regime, and so everybody's like, he's going to be a dictator. I mean, we have a story of a citizen getting arrested for what he wrote. The whole January 6th, the
Yeah.
pipe bomb thing is hilarious. I mean, that's the coup de grace for January 6th, is that pipe bomb incident. But
Yeah.
at the same time, they're putting these people in jail because they went in there.
Well, the coup de grace, what do you mean? They don't even know who put those pipe bombs there. They never even investigated that shit.
No, they have
no,
video
it's
like
of
an
it. They
ins-
show the
see the
guy who
video
did it.
They
Yeah.
show it, but they never got anybody. It
No.
looks like
Well,
an
they told them
inside
who they
job
are.
to me,
Well,
bro.
you don't-
I know, that's what I'm saying,
I don't know
Larry.
I don't know the background of this, but I heard that did that guy that got arrested have something to do
He was a cop for.
with that? Because no, I remember somebody.
Larry, can
there
I get
was,
some TP, please?
Somebody that was talking about that investigation that broke it open was getting arrested too. He was getting messed with too.
Well, one of the guys was a Capitol police officer. Thank you. And then the other guy was I think he somehow was affiliated with the police. The guy that planted the bomb was a Capitol police officer.
This
And then the
stuff is
guy who
just
reported it.
So disturbing.
Yeah.
man.
So I mean,
So
they're just pulling the Kansas City shuffle on you.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing. And
Well,
you know what?
yeah.
And the American people just take it and don't say anything. The media is what's killing us.
You didn't even have your dashiki on.
No, it's right there.
I
We're
know.
we're trying to auction it, or we're gonna give it
Yeah.
to somebody, a
Yeah.
listener.
Or I might wear it in the summer.
Yeah, a game worn dashiki.
Oh, and Lex Friedman actually is
Larry, lighter, please.
maybe interviewing Putin. He may go to Russia.
You know
and
what?
Interview him in Russia.
How many motherfuckers have interviewed Putin, and all of a sudden Tucker Carlson does it, and he's a he's a he's a
Yeah,
devil
he's the
now.
Antichrist.
He's Lucifer.
Yeah.
He's a communist.
dare you.
Yeah, he's a communist. He hates his country. He's Putin's puppy.
know,
What
it's
did Hillary say? What did Frazzle Drip say? Because they got 375 bodies, 373 bodies on the Clinton count.
Yeah.
It is crazy. But she was saying he's like a political tool
Yeah.
for Putin. It's like we were just talking about this, how Putin rejected Monsanto
Yeah.
and GMOs to be in their food, and he wanted to be the biggest producer of organic food in the world.
Yeah, well, here's the reason Hillary and all these people don't like Tucker is because
He's a
he's
bad
gonna
motherfucker.
he's gonna let Putin talk and tell what the plan, what he thinks.
He's going to be a journalist and he's going to do freedom of speech.
And they
while he
might
goes
get
to
some truth in
a
there.
communist country.
They can't stand that.
And he's getting freedom of speech, even though Putin did go on that tirade about.
Well, he's Putin.
Yeah, but still, though, you know what? And everybody's like, oh, Putin wanted harder questions and this and that. It's like, you don't go into the lion's den and kick a lion in the nuts.
You don't go disrespect.
People like, he was soft on his questions. It's like, I want to see you go to Russia and do this.
I mean, Tucker didn't. Yeah, he didn't go crazy with it or anything like that. But and the thing is too, Putin could have went off on Biden and say all this like, who was this wandering home? He didn't say anything.
No, he
bad
didn't.
about
Yeah,
Biden, he had
But
respect.
But
we
now
have all seen those
Navalny-
skits from the Italian.
Yeah, that's funny. But Navalny,
Yeah, that's
but
more
it's
than
so
funny.
funny that Biden wants to
that's
put
great,
sanctions on Russia because of Navalny. Or
Navalny,
Navally, or what's his name?
what is it,
Something like, I don't
Navalny?
know. I fucking,
Yeah.
it's a funny story. It's
We all
But-
know who you're talking
Well,
about.
Alexei
Yeah.
Navalny.
Well, how about the journalist that got killed in Ukraine that busted open
Carlo?
the story?
Oh no,
busted the story about Biden.
what the heck is his name? Oh my gosh, yeah, Zelensky had him killed.
Yeah.
Like he was he was a political prisoner with
And he was an American.
They had United States citizenship.
Yeah, he was American.
And they just and nobody said, oh, Carlos, wow, what the heck is it now? Ah, man, I blanked on that.
It
But
doesn't
no, that's
matter.
a problem that
Everybody out there knows
it
you're a
matters.
fucking
No,
nut,
it totally
a
matters.
dummy.
Is that we should be able to say these people's names because our government
No,
is just
Because we have a fucking podcast.
allowing them to be. We say whatever we want. That's what we could do, right?
We should
There's
know
we
these
don't
names.
take good notes before.
But we
go
were.
on,
This is
but
we're way off a track here of where we started from. So
yeah,
now we're
because
getting
our
deep.
original plan was to talk about the circus elephants and the animals getting mistreated in the traveling shows.
They don't use animals anymore.
They don't?
No, they don't use animals anymore.
Damn.
It's all like jugglers and
No,
little
they use-
Mexican
What are we
clowns.
gonna
No,
talk
they
about?
use the trans kids and stuff now.
Yeah,
the ones that kids that think they're
furry.
lions.
Cage
that's
them
the
up.
furry
They
ones.
catch them when they're going to the bathroom.
Well, they were showing this thing. One of our friends sent us.
They just never come back to the seat. The mother's looking around afterwards going, what the fuck? Where's Johnny?
kids
Well,
the
one
circus.
of our friends sent us a picture from his kid's like science fair or something, and the kid was a furry, and had a whole table set up with his costumes, and I make these costumes, and
Like that's his science project.
yeah, I
How was
can't.
that a project?
I don't know. Scotty sent it to us. Hog did.
Oh, that's
Remember
right.
that? And the
Dude,
kid
yeah.
actually like, excuse me,
I might
wrote
have
up this
seen that.
huge dissertation and all of this stuff, and like, I identify as this, and this is my costume for how I'm feeling this day, and this is the costume that
See, that's where all the kids should have got to line
this is
up.
my
and just-
this is my mental
smack 'em.
illness drug rug. That's how it is.
Man.
I get to dress up as a weird.
No,
Even
and
though,
this is high school.
yeah, even though I would say it would be kind of hot to bang like a chick that's in like a cat
That's-
costume
oh,
or something.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
if
a
it's
whole nother story.
Catwoman,
Yeah,
someone
it's a
really
chick,
hot.
but
Yeah.
I could see that.
But usually
putting
furries
the
are
suits
not
on.
really hot
Yeah.
chicks.
Or they're mentally
cover up
stable
'cause
either.
They're
Yeah.
horrible looking.
they're masking something with that
How
costume.
about the hot looking chick in Venice Beach that was completely naked fighting the
that African American lady. She was in a.
didn't look African American to me.
No, she was fighting an African American.
Oh
lady.
yeah,
the one with
the
the tits
fatty
out.
with the
Yeah, the one that she just went up and just attacked her. She had a thong on
Where
and
was
no
I?
no,
top.
she didn't. Yeah, she was fucking good looking. Though.
Yeah, she had a
good
thong on.
body.
Yeah, she had a
She
thong
had a
on.
good body.
And she had her titties out. And she just went up to this black lady and just started attacking her.
No. That's not the way I saw it, man.
What are you talking about?
The way I saw it, she was the lady was attacking her first with the stick. With some spikes sticking out of it, and she grabbed that fucking.
What are you watching?
She grabbed that fucking thing from her and attacked her back.
I know I saw them without. She had some nice titties.
Yeah, she was fucking.
Shout out to the
good looking.
tatas.
Suns
Ladies,
out,
take care of them.
suns
Get a
out.
mammogram.
Her whole body was fucking good. She was
Hey.
really good looking. That's if a
free
misogynist
clinic,
would
too.
say.
Mhm. Check out Tom's Free Clinic for free mammograms.
Yes.
It's just
Done
me.
by-
It's
they're-
just me in
yeah,
a
they're done by
fridge
hand.
box with tin foil.
Hey, no wait,
Cardboard sticks.
hey wait.
You're good.
It's the hands coming through like a wall with,
No, it's just my mouth. That's what it
Okay.
is. They set it in. I'll cut it out a box. I'll put
That's
some tin
not how
foil.
mammograms
Put my
work, but whatever
Yo,
you
you
want to
put my head in there, and then they put their titties in the mammogram machine. And then I taste for cancer.
Yeah. It's FDA approved.
I see.
You're the inspector. You just stand there with the lab coat on.
Get in closer. Get in closer.
There you can corral them all. They're like, this doesn't
I
seem
don't know
legit.
if I want to
Like,
be involved with
this
this.
is all on Tom's though. This is
Oh,
what we're doing
Tom's doing
for
it, then it's
Breast
got to be
Cancer Awareness
legit.
Month.
Yeah, it's approved. It's
If
approved.
Yeah,
Tom's
definitely.
doing it, then I
Like
approve.
Kiki said, FDA,
We've been doing it for months.
yeah, DEI, UHO, UN approved.
Yeah,
TIT.
Everybody who matters,
NAACP.
any non-governmental organization, the Red Cross approves it.
Yeah.
You know, they'll put anything in you. The Red Cross,
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
they won't even care about titties on the mouth.
Yeah, just make sure you wash them before
No,
you
they
come
won't.
out.
Hey, man, I got to take a piss, so you guys have a little conversation without me. You can
Oh,
talk
man.
about how much you miss me while I'm gone or whatever. I'll be back very soon. I can't wait
to use the
anymore.
bathroom, man. What are we at, like 43, 45
We're
minutes?
like 49.
Oh, okay.
The medication from Tom's clinic is still.
No,
messing
he's
with
just
him.
got syphilis.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I mean, you see, he hangs out at the bus stations all the time.
Yeah. Well, that's how he got lice. That's why they
They
shave his
got
head.
lice. Oh man, that's worse than bed bugs. You ever get bed bugs?
No.
Dude, I had bed bugs once. Them little bastards are unrelenting, man.
Yeah,
Little
right.
bites and shit. My people downstairs that lived underneath me were nefarious characters, and they were bringing hookers and stuff in, streetwalkers,
And the bugs just.
and
crawling
they
right
just
up.
went right up into the area.
I believe it.
It was pretty nasty. So, do we think that that the way that the government is going to keep on taking our rights from us, is it going to get any better, or is it going to get any worse? Because honestly, people think Trump is this messiah and this savior, but he's only going to have 4 years.
Well, that's the scary thing.
It's going to be who's going to go after that? Maybe Vivek.
Vivek, yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows? Yeah, that's the scary. Well, who knows? But even him, you just don't know. He says all the right things. He
was
says everything. You
Big
wanna
Pharma.
know, you
I
know?
mean, he was playing when
But
he
that's
was
what's scary.
playing on the other side of
know.
the field. So
But-
then you have to be in the pocket of the FDA.
But if Trump could do that 4 years, he could definitely make some things happen.
They're
Give time for some other people to pop in.
Yeah,
You know?
but at the same time, like, what the hell are we gonna do about what's going on here? There's no, like, I can't. We were talking. I completely believe that people's morality and everything is askew. These people, like these congressmen, and they vote on these bills, and all of a sudden, it's like they don't even read the fine print what's in there about that whole thing with Trump, where you could be impeached if you stop aid to Ukraine.
Yeah.
It's like, are you
what?
kidding me?
Wait,
It's a
how-
kangaroo court.
How
Everything
come,
that's going
how come
on
a
right now.
bill can't be just like 10 pages, plain English, so that the entire world can actually read it and
Oh.
understand what's going on? With
It's like
it?
Sanskrit.
No, what
It
it's
really
exactly
is.
what
You
it
can't.
is.
I mean, they use the terminology.
And
they
then
use when they-
the fine print in the bottom. Well, it was here.
it's like that Micro Machines guy.
Yeah.
reading.
Yeah.
Just reading it real fast. He's like, yeah, this is good. Pass this bill.
Yeah.
Pass this bill. Because the American citizens aren't suffering enough right now. Let's
Yeah.
just let a bunch of people in here.
Yeah.
Let's just
Oh.
take away their rights and let's make white people feel inferior.
Yeah.
And start a race war.
Did you see the Babylon Bee picture where it said, we're just going to make everything super easy, and they put the mail-in
yeah.
voting boxes at the border?
I
Oh, yeah.
did.
Well,
I
they did-
showed
they
that to
strike-
Mary, man.
they
There
strike
was
that
all
bill
the
down.
Voting boxes along the fence.
the scary thing is it's like I
Well,
could easily see
They
that
strike
happen.
that bill down in New York about
As
that,
they
about
come in.
illegals voting.
Oh.
Because they are illegal aliens.
Yeah,
They're
and
not
they-
political
and they show
refugees.
people-
They're not migrants, whatever the UN wants to skirt around
Yeah.
so they could give the. I mean, did you see that kid they showed getting the $1,000 checks every month? You get a gift card with $1,000 on it every month. And he's
Man.
like, "Thank you, United States government. I don't have to work. I don't have to do any of the,
Dude,
you know."
we should just go hang out in New York where they hand these things out and just like
Oh, you have to go.
You gotta be
blackface.
an illegal.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. I mean, there you
pick on the
go.
weak ones.
Just
I
your
mean,
hands
I'll
are
go
white.
in blackface if that's what it takes, man.
Yeah, but you have to do blackface all the time.
I'll
though.
do that.
You really commit
right.
to that? Like Al
I'll
Johnson?
be like that one. What's that bitch's name that was pretending she was black, but she was like a blonde?
Rachel
haired
Dolezal.
Yeah.
She
I'll
has,
be
she has
the
an
fucking-
OnlyFans.
Oh, gross.
No, it's actually not
Is she
bad.
good looking?
Oh yeah, she got a good body.
Huh.
Yeah, you should check it out. I'll show
Hey,
you guys
speaking
after the
of
show.
blackface,
She's
you know,
kind of old.
Speaking of blackface,
I was kinda
this
wondering-
conversation doesn't end well.
Yeah. Well, no, yeah. Do you ever watch like bodybuilding competitions?
Oh yeah, when they spray tan them, yeah, they are.
I mean, that's getting
That's borderline
yeah, I mean,
race
You see
affirmation.
somebody's like, whoa.
Yeah, well, because
all right here.
the funny thing is, they could use blackface for definition.
Well, that's to say, yeah.
but not
And then they
for-
oil 'em
but
down.
not just to look good on your face.
They
Well, it's
just
just
do-
funny because some of them they'll do it right to their neck. and then they have a
They don't
white.
do-
Yeah,
they don't do
it's
the
just
Oh, they do?
It's like when Jay was little, I
Oh,
would take
my
the
God.
guys' heads off his guys and put them on other guys. So it just
That's exactly
yeah,
what it is.
Jay would come home, all his guys had different heads.
No
It
wonder.
was just like a Jack Black dude with like a white guy
a
smoking a
white-
cigar and like
yeah.
a jungle hat.
Yeah, dude, I love it.
No wonder.
Very funny. But what do you call it? It's
Poor Jay.
but at the same time, it's funny how like these people are like okay, she was like had position at like the NAACP and her,
My
chapter
favorite organization.
She was highly respected.
yeah, which is crazy. They still have colored people in there.
Who? Which one? The color? Which colored girl was it?
It wasn't okay.
colored
Larry,
guy?
okay.
In the
You
double
just want to be
NCP.
racist all of a
Yeah,
sudden. That's fine.
Color.
NCAAP or whatever the fuck it was.
National Association,
Of colored people?
yeah, something like that.
African American colored people.
No, what's
I
NAACP?
don't know. It's
Who are you
National-
talking about is who I'm asking.
National
Rachel
Coalition.
Dolezal.
Oh, she worked at the NAACP?
Yeah, she worked at it. She was
So
like
she
a.
wasn't even colored.
That's the whole thing.
I think you're just gonna stick with this bit, aren't you? I mean, okay, if that's what you want to do.
Larry
That's a
hasn't-
hill
he-
you're gonna die on, Larry.
He hasn't seen this movie.
Yeah, you can do that. Colored Hill.
Anyways,
Oh, boy.
What do you call it? So yeah, so she had like a chapter that she ran, and it was doing amazing.
Yeah, she did a great job.
And then like all of a sudden she got called out.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm African American, and her parents are like, No, you're not.
and
You're
here's the
white.
thing. She had blonde hair.
She was just banging a
blue
black
eyes.
dude. That was the only. She had a little
she
African American
identified
in her.
before identifying was kosher.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And
She was
now,
a
here's the thing.
cultural-
Is she allowed to re-identify?
I don't know.
Oh, she's identifying her butthole. Let me tell you.
Is
She
she
tried
a-
to get hired as a school teacher,
gets
and they
identified
said
as
they
So we
found
only
out.
hire blacks.
No, they found out she had an OnlyFans,
Oh.
and they fired her. We only hire blacks. Another DEI initiative. She's like, wait, I'll be ready. They hold my beer. I got no problem doing this one.
So what does she do
What
on the
woman
OnlyFans?
doesn't-
Just about anything?
Spread cheeks?
Full?
Yeah.
Does she do full penetration?
I don't know, Larry. I haven't. I don't.
I figured
don't,
you would have investigated.
No, I don't. What do you call it? I don't.
Subscribe to
Yeah, I don't
OnlyFans
subscribe because it's a
fully?
devil stuff.
Yeah, me
It
too.
really
I
is,
I
man.
agree.
I mean,
don't
granted, I
even
do
know
look
why
at
I'm asking
webcams,
that.
but I'm
Lord,
just not going to
forgive
pay
me.
money. That's
Yeah,
the devilish
exactly.
part of it.
Well, no, exactly. Paying money is the devilish part.
Yeah, I mean, a shekel saved is a shekel earned.
Exactly.
A shekel
If I
shaved.
accidentally look at it, it pops up on my computer.
Yeah, no, but I'll look at them.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's pretty.
Because
fun.
yeah, every time
Sometimes you can't
I
help
think they're
it.
talking
Well,
to me, so I'm trying to talk like, "Hey, are you there?"
Well,
You're
we
com-
always
you're
like,
co- you're-
Well,
we always
sometimes
talk about
they
how
just pop
Pornhub
up
is
on
a
your phone.
Pornhub is a CIA. It's a psyop. It's a government psyop. They're
damn
totally
good one.
degrading people.
That's why I don't
And
look
they're
at
making you
Pornhub.
demoralize women. Like people are choking and slapping and doing all this crazy stuff. All the child abuse images they have to stop. Like there was actually some slip through. It's all. And then what they do is the government looks at your VPN and they see who you are, and if you're running for a political position or you're doing something to that extent,
You're
and now
hiding
they
a
have dirt on you.
pervert.
Now they have dirt on you,
Yeah,
and you're
'cause you're hired,
compromised.
yeah.
Yeah. Like, oh, this guy is into
We
kids.
don't even have to take them to Epstein Island.
Yeah. this
That's
guy's a-
why Needles isn't running for office.
Why is that? Because
Why
of
is
CP?
that? What do you forget what we're talking
Because
about?
of CP?
Because of nah, well, I didn't mean
They-
that
they would have 'em
specifically. I'm
compromised,
just saying because
Oh.
you're compromised. But if
Oh,
you're
I'm
gonna
not
put
compromised
yourself
at all.
there-
I'm the furthest from compromised. I'm like doing weird stuff in front of my camera, so they will recruit me.
That's why. Yeah, okay.
I'm like, I'm down for anything you want me to do.
Yeah, what's his name? Buffalo Bill. I'd fuck me.
Yeah.
Dancing with his schlong.
I'll be a
between his
honeypot.
legs.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
That'd be way cool.
Playing that song. What the hell? Doo, doo. Doo, doo.
I'm
Dancing
glad I had
horses
another
or
movie I didn't
horses or
see.
something like
Yeah.
that.
It's another one I
Dark
didn't
Horse.
see.
You didn't see? Wait a minute. Wait a
Oh,
minute.
yeah, I
wait
see
a
a
minute.
lot of
You
gay
didn't see
movies.
Silence of the
Ocean
Lambs?
in the basket.
You didn't see Silence
Yeah,
of
I
the
saw that.
You sure?
I was
Yeah.
sad.
What happens in it?
They
See,
signed
now
him.
he's lying.
Yeah.
What a sneak
I
thief,
saw
dude.
it a long
You're
time
a sneak
ago,
thief
man. I
liar.
know that
you
he's
really
a
are,
fucking
man.
weirdo, and
Watch
he
your
had a
wallet.
girl-
This guy,
He had
go
a
in your
girl
front
down
pocket to
in
get
a
it.
hole.
Yeah.
Hey, he had a girl down in a pit.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I really remember.
Puts the lotion in the basket.
Well, you didn't see the guy who choked out lambs?
No.
He silenced them.
Bullshit.
No, this is the whole
Dude,
part of
I
it.
swear to God, that's how they caught him. Because he would just go around and he would bang the lambs, and then he would choke them out.
Yeah. And, he'd throw
And they're
them
like,
down the
they've
pit
been
with the
sexually
chick.
abused, and he killed them. So he's a real Buffalo Bill. You want to know how he got that name? Because he tried to jerk a buffalo off.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, dude. He was a
I know
real
this is not how
sexual
the movie
deviant,
went
man.
because I saw the movie and I
No,
don't remember any
this
of
is
that
not-
shit.
No, man. I'm telling you.
You
He
missed
tried to jerk a buffalo
I know
off.
that it was Jodie Foster.
Yep. She
Yeah.
was a hermaphrodite,
And I
right?
kind of liked her. No, she's not
that
a
was,
hermaphrodite. She's
Kate,
just a, she's a
what's
fur
her nuts?
trader.
The guy from
Trading
Trade Places.
Places.
Yeah, Carrie Fisher.
Yeah.
No, not
Carrie.
Carrie
Jodie
Fisher.
Foster
Jodie
from
Foster.
Trading
No.
Furs.
Yeah, no.
Dude,
Dude, she's a mean
she had the
hot-
nice, she had the
oh,
nice tits,
great
dude. And I
cans
actually
in
have a
that
picture of her on
Trading
my
the
phone.
one from Halloween.
Yeah.
Oh man, what the heck is her name?
Jamie Lee Curtis.
There you go. Yeah, she had some nice cans when she took them out in Trading
Jamie
Places.
That's
Yeah,
one
like
man
to lick
you'd
your
fuck,
Curtis.
right?
That's one man I'd fuck with.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought she was a man.
she's a man. Dude.
She's a man. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
but it's not. No, because I think they. I don't know. Whatever.
I think
She was
Anyways,
hip to
I
it
think
before
they
it was
snipped-
hip.
Yeah, I think they snipped it before.
Imagine being
you know.
born with both junk. Oh God, what a
I don't
Well,
know, I
what a
don't
You
know.
want to
hassle.
hear a
I don't know
story
how- I don't know
about
how it
someone
works.
that I know that, well, actually, Robert knows that
yeah,
was born with both junk?
good way to skirt
And
around it.
And fucking, I met this fucking person.
My
So-
friend.
Yeah, this person
Let's
was
call him
dating-
Aaron.
Check it out. No, check it out. So he's telling me about this guy that he knows that used to be a girl.
Okay.
He used to hang around with this guy's older brother, and the sister was a jock, won all the athletic performances and like track and field and all this shit. Well, she had like balls up in her twat, developed like a testicle,
Scrotum.
but up in not
Yeah.
balls
Wasn't hanging
hanging
down.
down,
What is that called?
but up
They
in her
were- yeah, they
fucking
were, yeah.
shit.
Recessed.
So listen. So this
man.
broad fucking came in first for everything.
You think
'cause
when she got punched in the
basically
gut,
she
they
had
fell out?
balls,
Yeah.
didn't-
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, yeah, she had
testosterone too.
testosterone,
But do you think when she got punched in the gut, they fell out?
Oh,
Yeah, oh, she had to push him back in.
hold on a second.
Yeah. My
So
balls came
anyways,
out.
check it out. Check it out. So then this fucking chick gets a sex change later in life.
To a
They
man?
to a man, into a little like Jewish fella with a straggly beard and a bald hair. I met the motherfucker, let me tell you. And I figured it out when I shook his hand because the dude's hand was like really small.
Tiny and frail.
And I'm like, they can't change the hands.
No, they can never do the
They
hands.
can't.
Yeah, right.
No.
And so
Figure
that was
Even
obvious.
AI
It was like
can't do-
shaking Mary's hand,
Yeah,
and I'm
even AI
like, this
can't
is
do
supposed to be a little
That's
Jewish fella.
wild,
It
yeah.
didn't fucking add up, and I said,
Then you
oh,
shekel bombed
this
him.
is the guy.
Yeah.
Well, here's what happened.
Oh, wow.
You wanna be a
this
man? I'll treat you like a man.
So this thing, they took the one ball that worked, and then
One ball that
kept,
worked.
well, no, they kept one,
Must not
and
have
then
been
they
black.
took the other fucking nut and made it into an air pump, like a Nike Air.
Oh
gym
yes, you
shoe.
can pump your dong up.
Pump his cock up.
Yeah.
And then they took his clit because he had a pussy, and
Why
cut
are you
it.
getting
and,
so? Why are you getting so graphic?
Because I actually know someone who had this
Okay, I know.
done.
Okay, well you don't have to tell us the
Cut it
exact
into
procedure.
several fucking flat
fillet it.
layers and
Yeah, they
over
fillet
the
it.
top of the cock, so they would have feeling to have sexual feeling when they fucked. And then this guy actually got married and has kids because he had balls already.
So he's producing.
So he's able to fucking have
Oh,
children.
man.
So he has kids. And I met this fucker. And he's all right, but I could tell he was a woman because,
Did you have to see peace?
no. But
Should've.
Imagine
Bobby
what's
did.
it-
But here's the
pumping
other
your
thing.
shit.
Bobby did. Bobby kissed it.
He said it looked good, and I'm like, compared to what? What are you,
Yeah.
a fucking weirdo?
I mean,
And,
inflated sausage.
But here's the other thing was, you could tell that it used to be a woman because it was before I was married, and we were talking about, different escapades and different things with different girls and shit. And after a while, because he was a musician too, and we're recording some shit, and he was here one night, and he's like, hey guys, this is going a little too far. And I'm like, oh, the woman is coming back out in
oh,
him.
man.
It was weird, dude, and you would never know because this fucker had like a
Scraggly little
beard
beard,
and
yeah.
the fucking hair that was
That's wild.
balding, and
Great story, Gay Charles.
yeah.
Okay, Charles.
He's yeah, and so
Wait,
but
what year was this?
this was like 1990.
So this was
fucking-
before Chaz Bono and all that stuff.
Oh, I don't know.
No,
what-
I don't know. I don't know what
if
the
it was
timeline is
before
with Bono,
that.
but
Sure, because
But it's
chairs,
crazy
you know,
that man, I don't know.
So so that was
It's all common occurrence now. What's going on with that? We should be close, eh?
yeah. And the other funny thing was because it was old days with the tape, reel-to-reel tape machine. So I wrote everybody's name on their tracks with magic marker on a piece of tape, and this guy's name was Matthew, and instead of writing Matt, I wrote Pat because Robert's old bass player was named Patrick, and I thought his name was Patrick because I was so high on drugs, but it was Matthew, and so I was writing Pat on the tracks that were his. And so this guy thought that I was making fun of him because of the Pat thing on set.
SNL.
Yeah! And I didn't even realize it till later. And Bobby's like, oh, that was so funny, Larry, what you were doing on the mixing board. And I'm like, what? He's right. You were writing Pat instead of Matt. And I'm like, oh my God, I feel like such a fucking asshole.
You weren't even doing it on purpose.
I didn't even know I was doing it.
Oh man.
Because I didn't see that movie.
It's a TV show.
Yeah, I know.
Actually, they made a
I
movie, I
actually
think.
did. I actually did see that on the TV show
Yeah.
a couple times.
That was a great skit.
I'm
been
going
funny.
on a date. Who's your date? Chris. There's always another name that could be both.
Yeah. They were
Terry.
Always, yeah, they were always trying to figure it out, dude.
That's when it was still funny. When you could
was
actually
hilarious.
make fun of things and people didn't mind. You know, they used to do the guy being blackface. Jimmy Kimmel did blackface. He was Carl Malone.
Oh, right?
It was
Dude,
very funny.
probably
Howard Stern
hilarious.
was like a horrible blackface.
Yeah, so remember Ted Danson did blackface too, but he was like, I'm dating a black lady, so I can do it.
Was he dating Whoopi or something?
Yeah.
Man, she's horrible.
the
Yeah, she
Whoopster?
is a yeah. She's a predator. She's a Negro
Female-
predator.
I don't
Female
think I'd be able to
predator.
get an erection
She's a
for that
female
one.
predator.
What's that?
I couldn't get an erection
Yeah,
for that
honestly,
one.
Well, you know, I mean, yeah, it's just.
There's not,
I mean,
there's not
Unless
many
she
women
knew
that
some
could
kind
I
of
just
magic
picture-
trick
I
or something.
picture a lot of those
because,
African
man,
American-
she's gross.
yeah, a lot of those African American naked lady pictures. You know, where she's like all sprawled out and she's got her legs with the bush, just all over her house. Everything's real sensual.
Yeah, the Whoopster.
Yeah. Actually, and she, you
man.
know, she probably likes to punch.
Oh,
I mean, she looks like she
Or
got a
get
mean right hook.
punched.
No,
Yeah.
she's the dom.
I don't know if she's punching anymore with all those moo-moos and shit she's wearing.
Yeah, she really. It really. The view is just a bunch of dog brains.
Her swing comes
It
in
really
a
is.
lot slower
I mean,
now.
that's what it should. That's how they should market it. A bunch of dog brains just talking stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, the stuff that they say on there. Hey, did you see Dr. Phil when he went on there? And he was
No,
talking about the vax.
but I heard about it.
Yeah, he was
Oh,
talking
no.
about the vax. He was talking about the border, and he was like,
And
I
they
was
were
just
flipping
there.
the fuck out.
Oh,
Yeah, no, he was like, I was just there. It is horrible,
He's
the
the
border.
man. Dr. Phil's the man.
He's-
I just listened to his Rogan interview.
Yeah,
he's
he's-
coming out with his own
Network. Or,
network.
yeah, it was
And
a
he's gonna
network.
Be,
That's it.
He's going to be highlighting all this stuff. He's like, I'm
Or he's
gonna be
doing a
one-
special or something. It's like, yeah.
No,
something-
he's starting his own network.
Is he?
It's going to be a
Okay.
whole show.
Dude, he started Bad Baby. Come on. I mean, Daniel Brajoli or whatever her name is.
Meet me outside or something.
Cash me outside.
Cash me outside.
She's a little hottie patati,
Oh,
dude.
man.
Oh.
Dude, I think she made a shit ton of money on her
Oh,
OnlyFans, and
she-
she didn't even bear down.
Dude, she made millions and millions.
And
She
was just
shows
in
her
a bikini.
receipts.
Yeah, she was just like, I
Because
don't
it-
think she was even nude.
What's that? No, she got nude. I think she.
Oh,
I
she
don't know,
did?
but she didn't do anything weird. But dude, she made.
She didn't
She didn't do
good.
anything
Yeah,
weird
she did
enough for
anything
needles.
weird.
She didn't do anything good.
yeah,
Yeah, nude doesn't
know what I
cut
mean?
it.
No
that's
shampoo
a-
bottles or
no,
nothing.
no, dude, you could just look
Wait,
up.
what?
If you want to look up boobs, you could just look up boobs. You know why?
I didn't look anything up, man. I don't know why you'd even fucking put that in my head.
What'd you say?
What are you talking about?
I said
is
if you
what I'm
want
saying.
to look up boobs, you can just look up boobs. It's
Oh,
like,
yeah,
You know, it's
sure.
not like it's.
It's not 1973 anymore.
No, you can see anybody's boobs nowadays. Even and they have AI generated ones also.
Oh,
so it's
man.
like you could. The internet is ruining
Yeah,
everybody.
AI ones are pretty nice too.
Well, the problem is
That's,
it's creating this new narrative where AI can make up whatever it wants to and edit whatever it wants
Yeah,
to.
here's the thing,
and
though.
brush
You
it.
know, you can't ever really meet this AI person, girl, whatever.
Well, you're
What are
not
you
gonna
talking
meet
about?
any
Yeah,
girls
because it's
on the internet
fictitious. It's
anyway.
fake.
Yeah,
It's, so what,
exactly.
what the heck are you talking
You
about?
call my
So
girlfriend fake?
why would you want to have somebody, you know? Because then pretty soon everything's gonna look exactly alike.
Yes, that's why they build these drab buildings.
It's a
That's
purpose.
why we're like, what do you call it? That's why they cloud our judgment with influencers and all this other stuff. Oh, it's cool to go into a Home Depot and throw a bucket on somebody's head.
Oh,
Or
dude.
it's cool to just go and egg somebody on, and then when you get smacked in the face, oh, it's on them.
Yeah, right.
You know what
Hey,
I
how
mean?
about
it was
the
a
guy-
joke. It was a joke.
Yeah, like, oh, you can get
How about the
cracked.
guy that got shot in the mall?
Yeah, when he ran up on that dude and
He's
was,
like,
yeah.
hey, and the guy's like,
saw
leave me the
that.
fuck alone. He's like,
and
he's like,
then-
I told you to get away from me. And the guy wouldn't get away, and finally he's like, pow. And he didn't get in that much trouble.
No, he didn't.
Well, he was defending himself. You know, who knows what this
Yeah,
person's
there's
gonna
crazy
do,
people
you
out
know?
there.
He was
because
like
it's
a pizza delivery guy.
Yeah,
or
that was
something
crazy,
crazy.
though.
Whatever. That's what you just fuck around, find out. That's
Exactly.
what it is.
Well,
You're
if
gonna
enough
run into.
people get shot like that, they're gonna stop doing. Dumb
I don't
shit.
know, man.
Well,
it doesn't seem.
I don't think
to
so.
no avail. It seems.
I don't even think the guy that got shot, I think he healed up and went right back out there.
Well, I think
He
that.
continued on himself.
Yeah,
you
no.
know?
What are you gonna do? You're gonna sue the guy? He went to court and they found him guilty. He
Yeah,
actually, I
that's
think he did
crazy.
time for that.
He got in trouble
I think
for
he
harassing
got in trouble
people.
for
yeah.
for doing that because
Well, as
he
he
was.
should.
It's just like those. There's like every week there's something new that's viral. Like there was a thing in Europe that was you would kick somebody's door in.
That's
the
one
front
of
door.
Tom's free
What?
clinic
Yeah,
slogans.
that was something that went viral. Was,
Every week there's something that's viral at
good.
times.
Yeah.
But and like the what do you call it? Those people that were licking ice cream. Remember that? And they started charging them.
Oh yeah.
They would go into the grocery store, open ice cream, lick it, and then put it
Put it
back
back?
in. And then
Are
they
you
would,
fucking kidding me?
oh yeah, they would
yeah,
go
they're
and
doing
drink
this
milk and then spit it back in, and then put the cap back on.
Yeah, put it back on the shelf.
Yeah, they were doing crazy,
It's
wiping food on their asses and stuff
Yeah.
like that, and
It's just
crazy
like these
stuff.
kids are so stupid
Yeah,
nowadays.
it's
just
all lemmings,
dumb.
man.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to even see how good
Man,
society's
if I
gonna
saw a
be.
kid doing that, I might, I don't know, I might fucking punch the fucking shit out of him.
You know,
Yeah,
actually, I saw a
you are
great video.
tampering with food.
Yeah.
It's a federal offense.
I saw a great video of a guy walking out at Home Depot with a bunch of power tools.
Mm-hmm.
You know, stole them all, and like 5 guys followed him. Like, no, you're not leaving. This
Yeah,
place
we're
with
not
those
gonna-
tools." And they beat him down, and
Well.
he like grabbed one thing and started running for his car, and they got him again and just started beating him down.
Well, that's what
Wow.
needs to
you're,
happen.
like, yeah, you're not leaving with anything.
You want martial? This is what martial law is going to turn
Yeah.
into. That because in Evanston,
People are tired of this
in
shit.
Evanston,
That's not martial law, that's vigilante
well,
law.
but it's like what are those blue? Not the Angels, the red.
Yeah, New York,
the,
the
the
subways
guys in
and
New
Yeah,
York,
the what do you call it? That something
Guardian
Guardian
Angels.
Angels. Yeah. They beat that dude up. That was a. Did you see that? He
Yeah,
was
that
from New
was
York. He
fantastic.
wasn't even a migrant or illegal alien. They just beat his
Hey
ass.
man,
which who knows? Though? That
motherfucker
could all be
needed an ass
perpetrated.
kicking.
What's that?
He needed
well, no,
an
they
ass
thought
kicking.
they thought he was accused of stealing something,
Huh?
and they totally
You don't have to
fingered
be-
the wrong guy
Yeah.
right on camera. I mean, that you can't play that out. Maybe that was sent to. Maybe they did that on purpose.
Yeah,
you never know.
yeah.
Curtis
Setting
something.
them
That
up,
guy's-
Curtis Lewa.
Yeah, it's Curtis Lewa. But they set him up. It was another psyop that the government did.
That motherfucker.
Get that immigrant.
Yeah, he's
Get that
got
illegal
like,
alien.
We
he's
should
got
form
a-
our own guardian angels in the city.
Yeah,
I
let's
don't
do
know
it.
about that.
He's
I'd like
got
to breathe.
Didn't they have one for a
Well,
while?
we can be
Probably.
The,
And
we
then
can
they
be the
all got
faces
killed?
Of it. We won't do nothing.
No, we're white. Totally.
We'll
I mean,
run it.
Yeah.
We'll be chastised, tarred and feathered.
Yeah.
We'll be sent to upriver, up
Curtis
the
No,
river.
we're not
Lewa,
gonna
though,
do it in our
he-
faces. We'll put on.
No, that's when you do blackface.
Yeah.
Just your face, though.
I'll borrow my
Your
brother's
hand.
wig for
You
the
got-
disco
You got your
band.
short shorts on.
Just a blank.
But Sliwa lives in a studio apartment with like fucking 13 or 15 cats or something.
That sounds
like
fun.
Okay, well,
You
that's
talking
what
about-
it- it sounds like you're heaven.
You're talking about like
That's
cats.
your
Yeah,
Val-
so I'm
that's your
saying I
Valhalla.
like the guy.
Oh yeah, you're talking about like cats, Or
Kitties,
like,
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not like
a
dudes.
13 yeah,
That's what
like-
is this?
No,
beatniks?
cats,
Yeah, he lives
kitties.
with 13 beatniks.
Yo, dude, I got 15 cats
what
living
the
in my
fuck
house.
is that, Kiki?
I can't
Are
get them
these
out.
dudes?
There's dudes sleeping
Yeah,
everywhere.
they all got pencil thin mustaches. And they're smoking long cigarettes.
No, he's got actual kitties.
listening
like,
to Boy George all day.
yeah.
Hey, I like
I'm
Boy
repeating-
George.
Oh, so do I.
Oh man, who the fuck am I hanging around with here? You
Oh,
guys
whatever.
Like,
You're the head
come-
fanook.
you
so
like
you should
Boy
know.
George?
Yeah. Whatever. We're not as hardcore as you are, Larry.
I didn't know.
You know, that's all right though.
We like listening to gay dudes.
All right,
not
let's close this
kissing them.
bitch up.
I see.
Do you want to do your shout
You've
outs?
never been to the fucking right part of Boys Town, son.
Exactly.
No. Any part of Boys Town is the right part of Boys Town for you.
Yeah.
Call you the pincushion down there.
Well, you know,
Gonna get you
when you're
airtight.
known, you're known.
You're gonna treat you like a float in the Macy's parade.
Keep filling you up.
Okay.
Thank you, Kiki.
Hilarious.
Yep. Hilarious.
Oh shit, man, we went over time.
Okay, I know. That's
Hey
why
everybody, we're sorry we took so much of your time today, but if you listen this far, then
We appreciate it,
I guess
love
you
you.
must have fucking liked it. So.
like, follow, subscribe.
And
Check
tell
out our
some
Facebook
friends.
page.
And you
Tell
know,
your enemies.
we're losing listeners, so
X page, Twitter.
I don't know why
I
you would
really
say that, but
appreciate that.
we didn't lose that many listeners.
I know.
Seems like every time you say
I know.
I like to say that. I like
I
to
know.
say that.
I don't know why he says that. He's like, I know, because he's
Maybe
a
it
liar.
makes people-
He's
it
a
makes-
straight up sneak thief
It might
liar,
make
dude.
people feel
He
sorry
was
for
just
us.
He's trying to
We were
make
just
people
talking.
feel
Yeah, I
bad.
know. So he lies.
Yeah.
Because that's always the way. We just told about this. We just talked about one lie leading to another lie. And you're just lying all the time now.
He's
You're
like
credible.
Sally Struthers. Like,
Yeah.
we need to feed these
Yeah,
children.
well, she's like 400 pounds.
Yeah.
She's had KFC build her a restaurant out
Oh,
there.
for the price of
They
a
got-
cup of coffee.
Yeah, they got distended bellies and
For the
there's like
price-
flies and there's a guy at the
For
camera.
the price of
filming
a
them.
cup of coffee each, I could buy another Rolls Royce.
I don't know about a Rolls Royce, maybe another bear claw.
I love the Family Guy video of that, where she's stealing all the kids' food.
No, wait, wasn't it South Park?
Maybe it was. I forget. But
They find her in a room and it's all the supplies, and she's like, "Get out of here!"
Sorry, I interrupted, but yeah,
Yeah,
That's
but
very
no,
funny.
you're right.
Shout out to
It was a
God.
good one.
Larry Struthers.
Jesus, thank you, Jesus.
Russ, Tiffany,
Tiffany,
Sherry
yeah,
J, Kiki,
Yeah. my ladies.
Don Anfort, Frank the Beard,
Frankie
No
the
Shirt
Beard.
Nick,
Leonard.
Yeah,
yeah,
Leonard.
Leonard,
This
Mr.
one's to you, Leonard.
Did we say Mr. X?
No, Mr. X, thank you, buddy.
Yeah, Mr. X sent me some stuff. I apologize.
Alex, my nephew.
Yeah, Shorty.
Alan,
shout
my
out.
nephew.
I think that's, I don't know.
All the A's out there
Oh, Big Joe, Anne Marie.
that are not my nephew. Yeah, my dad especially. We went out for my dad's 85th birthday.
Oh, yeah, that's why I wanted to have him
Oh,
on.
nice.
He's got to
Yeah.
come on next week.
Yeah.
You got to tell him to come
Yeah, I
on.
tried to get him on. He's like, "Are you kidding?"
Dude,
What
he's
are you guys
85 and he is more senile than Joe Biden will ever be.
doing?" No, he's not. He's
Your
not
dad.
senile.
I mean, yeah, sorry. I mean, he's less senile than
Yes.
yeah, sorry. I
No,
apologize.
no. Here's the thing. Joe Biden. Here's the thing. People are like, "Hey, man, he's too old." No, he's not too old. This guy was a fucking dummy when he was 35
Yeah.
years old.
I mean,
you
when he
know?
said all the African Americans were going to come after his daughter and his wife, and
Yeah.
he's afraid to live in the ghettos and all this crazy
So,
stuff. When he's in
The
Connecticut,
slurs he was using.
oh yeah, he was definitely
So
saying
it's not because he's senile. It's because he always was.
he's senile now.
And he's
got dementia.
deteriorated.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that guy has
by this
dementia.
time, yeah. But it's not because he's old.
Or did you hear him call? He's like, "Well, Trump's old."
Yeah, and they're at did you see when him and Pelosi were walking?
Yeah.
And then somebody photoshopped in a retirement home, and they were walking to the retirement home.
Oh,
It is the funniest thing. It's like two old people like reconnecting.
I
like,
saw
they
something
both-
on. I saw
one foot in
something
the grave.
on the internet where it showed him walking. It's like the music, ding, 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 ding. You know, like the piano music with them walking away, like the sentimental.
Oh, like
Yeah,
like when Bill
piano
Bixby went
song.
to the Hulk. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah,
When he would walk down the road in the
Some-
beginning.
Some kind of fucking shit like that. Yeah.
Bill Bixby, baby. That was a good poll.
I don't know if it was the Bill Bixby song, but it was something.
No, it's from the
similar.
Incredible Hulk, the TV show.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah.
something
I
similar,
understand
something
what
similar.
you mean, brother.
I don't know if you do, Larry.
He's
You
probably never-
I've seen that.
All right. he's-
I was a
Yeah.
kid when that was on.
want me to explain to you one episode I saw?
It had to do with jacking off somebody.
Well, what happened was
All right, save it for
he
the
was
next one.
no, but he was eating so many beans
Uh-huh.
that only his dick would turn green. So his wang just hulked out.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
So he would be walking around with just this huge, massive Hulk
Rip
cock.
his pants.
Well, no, it'd just be a big tent.
Yeah. And you had to run
Because
down
his
to
legs would
Tijuana.
rip his pants.
Yeah.
So, but his dong just extended it.
And that's when he
I
went down
see.
to
So he had to wear
Tijuana,
elastic pants.
And he was the donkey show.
That's when they,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
And
when
then-
they invented stretch jeans.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun,
You do
dun.
Tom's?
Yeah, hey, Tom's Free Clinic, Automotive and Veterinarian Services, thank you very much. We really appreciate everything you guys do for
Thanks,
us
Tom.
personally
Yep.
and for everyone in the neighborhood.
Think Larry just got his parvo shot and his kennel cough.
That's
He's
right.
just doing his ivermectin enema.
Just got the cones taken off.
Yeah, he got the cones taken off his hands.
If you do the ivermectin anally, it really does work a lot more
bet.
efficiently
Mm-hmm.
for those parasites.
Especially when they massage it in.
Yeah, well, yeah.
You have to do that.
Mm-hmm. That's why he goes to Boys Town and gets
Ivermectin treatment. You don't have to go to Boys Town.
No,
Tom
not at all.
brings Boys Town
Like,
to
wait,
you.
wait, what do you mean? I don't have
Tom
to go.
brings Boys Town to you.
I don't know about
You
that.
could even have
this
a-
guy ain't running a whorehouse.
No, but for the ivermectin treatment.
Yeah, but that is very unethical, and I think that goes all against the Hippocratic oath.
Yeah.
I mean,
They use gloves?
on their wiener.
No.
Well, then what does that mean?
The dogs put on gloves. But they
Yeah,
stir
Paul.
I
on
don't
their
think you
paws.
understand how the
They have
ivermectin
a paw
treatment
glove.
works.
Yeah, I understand how it works.
It's
giving it to you anally. Yeah,
They wear gloves. to
yeah, but not on their
massage it in.
wieners. That's how I'm saying you're getting it.
Oh, I see.
Man, it's
Oh boy.
I'm a little
they
slow.
just got
You
a
gotta
rubber
forgive me.
glove on it. It's like
I
a
didn't
rooster
catch
neck.
the.
I know you're real slow, Larry. I looked right at
I'm
you
not
and
thinking.
explained
I'm
it
not
to you.
thinking as gay as you are. all
Oh,
the
I'm
time.
only half gay.
I guess so.
If you visit a whorehouse, now your wiener's foaming out, call Tom's Free Clinic.
That's right,
All right.
Tom's.
Let's end
All
this
right, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Cheers.
shit show.
Peace.